watching the show with everything you could ever want to make or do.
Right at your fingertips.
I'm Stephen.
I'm Fern.
And here's what's on today's show.
We show you how to create a mini sonic boom in under a minute.
In Food Fingertips, Fern models the latest in edible hats.
Things get messy as we make the fantastic fun Fingertips t-shirts.
And for details on all today's makes, you can video the show and play it back. Look on our website or grab your pen and paper and jot it down straight away. We now join the action at the Fingertips field. It's kick-off time right now. Our Fingertips Fern gets the ball, but Stevie Magic takes it over. Will they score?
What an excellent way to bring the tension and excitement of Football League into your home with your very own Fingertips Tabletop Stadium. It's great fun to make.
And it's great fun to play. Now, every top football team needs a good pitch to play on, so you're going to need to grab yourself a large piece of green card from any art or craft store. Then you add on your white pitch markings like this in poster or acrylic paint. And here's a great Fingertips tip. So you don't ruin your green card, it's well worth drawing them on in pencil first.
Now, once you've made your pitch, you can start to build your stadium around it. And I'm going to start off with the goals. Now, for each goal, you need 6 bendy straws and a piece of orange net like this. And the best place to get these is an orange bag. Now, what you need to do is take a straw and use the bendy bit as your corner, so just bend that over, and then you need to slot your straws into each other. Now, because they're the same size, you need to just bend one in, squash it up, and then it'll slot in nicely, and then bend that top bit over. This is your crossbar. Then for the side bits, do exactly the same. Just squash one of the straws down like that, and just shove it in, and then you can bend that bit over. And once you've made your whole post, it will look just like that. Now, once you've made your post, pop it down onto your table, face down, and get your orange net, and just lay this right over the top. And then, using some sticky tape, just pin it in each corner so it stays nice and secure like that. And I'm going to carry on doing this one. Steve, you've got the other post there, haven't you?
I have. So you've now made the goals and your pitch is looking good. It's now time for the all-important players. And for these, we're going to use empty crisp tubes. Now, these are brilliant because you can paint them the colours of your favourite football team. And you'll also notice that we've turned it upside down, so it's bottomless, you see, and the base is now at the top. You'll see why in just a moment. But now, to give your player the football skills that even David Beckham would be proud of, he needs a good pair of football boots. And for these, all you do is put your player on a piece of card, draw around the base like that, then cut the circle out so you'll have a shape like this, fold it in half, and then cut down the crease with a pair of scissors. Careful as you do this. So you've now got 2 semicircles. You want to fold them in half like that. There's one, and there's the other one. And you're going to stick half and half together. So a bit of glue on one side, put the other bit together like that. And this part is going to be the actual football boot, and the flaps are going to stick to your player. But before you stick them on, what you need to do is design your boots however you want them and design the flaps in the same colours as your shirt. So it'll end up like that.
There we go, I finished my goal, Steve. And now it's time to fit a face to your players. Now, I've got a picture of my favourite football player. It is, of course, myself. So I'm going to pop that on top of my crisp tube lid, like that. And you can also cut out pictures of football players from different magazines, and you can store these underneath your crisp tube lid, and you can swap them over whenever you like. So just pop that there. And now your players are ready to take to the pitch.
Right, now on our Fingertips Tabletop Stadium, we've made a few added extras like our very own fingertip fans.
And we've also got advertising boards all the way around our pitch, like that.
And what about sweetie tubes covered in coloured paper? We've also stuck a flag on, and that's for the corner flags.
And now your game's complete. You're ready to compete in a game full of the thrills and tension of the Football League. Now, your players can trap the ball with their boots there. They can flick it with their boots. They can also trap the ball underneath the crisp tube, and this allows them to do some really good dribbling like that. But remember, your players can't go into the opposition's half, and they're only allowed to touch the ball 3 times before they shoot.
The first to score 3 goals wins, and penalty shootouts are brilliant.
So get in training at the Fingertips Tabletop Stadium.
Problems with paint cracking on your makes? What you need is the Fingertips Anti-Crack Knack. Mix PVA glue with your poster paint and it will dry crack-free.
Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the program where we show you how to make something in under a minute using odds and ends you can find around your home.
Now today it's my turn to make.
And it's my turn to time.
And this is all it takes. I'm just going to use one piece of paper and stun you with it.
This is a very loud 1 minute make. And as Fern's making it, try and see if you can guess what it is before the time runs out. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, on your marks, get set, off you go.
Turn a piece of paper over, fold it in half like that, open out, and fold these bits into the centre, but don't quite let them touch the edge.
10 seconds gone.
Okay, I'm all right, that's fine. Exactly the same this side, so just fold that over, fold this over here. Then what you need to do is just fold it in half. Fold it in half, am I doing for time?
You're doing 25 seconds, and do you know what it is?
Right, now just fold the crease side to crease side. Exactly the same.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's getting fiddly. Exactly the same this side.
You're normally done by
And
this time.
Stop the clock!
Oh, 35, not bad.
Oh.
Come on in.
It is a Fingertips banger. Now, if you'd like to make one with a design on it, use pen instead of paint so you get an extra loud bang.
Oh, yes.
And experiment with where you hold your banger to get the loudest noise. And you should get a bit of a whiplash sound. A mini sonic boom. Now, if you'd like to see diagrams of how to make our banger, you can go onto the Fingertips website, click on 1 minute make, and there you'll find how to make a banger and also our deep sea angler design. So go on, see if you can beat the clock.
Fern, you know I do magic tricks?
Yeah.
And you know how some magicians pull rabbits out of hats? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to turn myself into a rabbit.
Well, if he can turn himself into a rabbit, I'll eat my hat.
Well, hey, told you I could do it. Come on in, Fern, eat your hat.
Well, what else do you expect from Food Fingertips? An edible hat. It looks really convincing, doesn't it? And it's quite easy to make as well. Now, the first thing you need to do is get yourself an upturned bowl like this and put it onto a sheet of plastic. Now, it needs to be slightly smaller than the hat you want to make because you're going to pad it out. So get yourself some kitchen towel and just fold it over like that, and then get some nice long pieces of tape and just tape it over. I'll do one more bit for you. So just roll it up like that and stick it over. And you need to cover the whole hat in this way until it looks like this very strange hat here. Are you getting all this, rabbit boy?
Of course I am. I'm all ears. Carry on.
Good, good. And then you need to make it waterproof by covering it in some clear wrap. You're probably going to need 2 sheets of this. Just tightly wrap it over and tuck it underneath like that. And then get your second bit and cross it over the top so the whole thing is waterproof. And now comes the best bit, making your actual edible hat. Are you paying attention? Wake up, rabbit boy. Wake up.
I'm not asleep. I'm just concentrating.
Good. And now you need to get yourselves about 2 packs of this stuff. It's rice paper. Now, it's really cheap. You can get it from most supermarkets. And it doesn't taste too bad either. And you're going to use it as a kind of paper mache. But you don't need any glue for this type of paper mache. You just need this magic stuff. It's water. And this is where you can also flavour your rice paper by adding a few drops of food flavouring to your water. I'm going to use some peppermint, but you could use lemon or orange or anything like that if you like.
Fern, have you got any lettuce flavour in that stuff? That'd be a really nice flavour, it really would.
Shut it.
Ooh.
And then all you need to do is tear up your rice paper into strips like this. And then, what are you sniffing about for?
What?
And then just get some of your water, paste it on top of your plastic, then put a bit of your rice paper down and put some more water over the top, and then make some more strips.
Right.
Keep going over it like this, just as you would with paper mache, until the whole thing is done. Now, as you can see here, I've carried off onto the plastic to make a kind of peak for my hat. Look at that.
Oh, the glare off that hat. Can I eat it yet?
No, Stephen, you can't eat it. Now what you need to do is decorate your hat. And as you can see here, the rice paper peels really easily off the plastic like that. It's quite handy. Now what you need to do is use food colouring because you want to be able to eat your hat. So just get a paintbrush or a pastry brush, make sure it's nice and clean. And then you can just paint straight onto, look at that, it looks lovely and bright. Straight onto your rice paper. like that. Now, once you've painted the hat in any pattern you want, all you need to do is just leave it to one side to dry. Oi, leave it, rabbit boy.
But I'm hungry.
Now look at this one here that's dried off nicely. All you need to do is just peel it off your plastic. It should peel off quite easily. And then just pop it off of your bowl like that.
Ah, this is my favourite bit decorated. I love this bit. Can I help?
Yes, well, I think you're going to find it quite difficult using your paws, aren't you?
Oh.
Now, to decorate your hat, all you need is lots of lovely sweets, and you can also use some tubed icing. This works really well as glue. Just pick a sweet, and then all we need to do is just blob a bit of icing anywhere you like and put a sweet on. You can do any patterns you want with any sweets. And I'll tell you another good tip. Some tubed icing works really well as stitching if you use some black icing just down the rim like that. Or you could use licorice like we have here. And also we've got a fingertips badge made of rice paper. Have you got all that, rabbit boy?
Of course I have. So you take the bowl, you cover it in kitchen roll, cover it in a clear wrap, cover it in rice paper and paint it and decorate it. I've got the whole lot.
And as you can see for this one, I made a nice rim by just carrying on the rice paper right the way around the plastic. Check that out. And also, look at the decorations on this one. Aren't they gorgeous? And yummy too. Well, what else do you expect from Food Fingertips? An edible hat.
Oh, they are nice, you know. Stupid parent having problems getting their rubber gloves the right way out. What you need is the inflatable fingertips tip. Grab the glove by the corners, spin the glove, keep the air and squeeze the glove. As I'm sure you've come to expect from Fingertips, when we give you an idea that's just for fun, it's exactly that. Great fun. It's time for T-shirts at dawn.
Now, this is a make you can do with a mate, and it will prove to be a great reminder of your fellow desperado. This is T-shirt printing with a difference. Today, we're really going to town.
You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this ridiculous cardboard box. Well, I've cut holes for the arms and the stomach pit, and I filled my water pistols with fabric paint.
Now, as you can see, under our boxes, we're wearing plain white T-shirts, and with our water painty pistols, you have to aim at your opponent's shirt through the cutout in their box. And as you can see here, we're wearing masks because you don't get any paint in your eyes. And besides, are not Stephen's aims like. So, when you're ready and set, Stephen, fire at will. Oh, destroy it! Somebody
That was fantastic, wasn't it? So when you finish, your design will look something like this, and then just follow the instructions on the back of the paint packaging to fix your design in place. They're brilliant, aren't they?
They're really cool, didn't they? And for more details on this great fun of Fingertips and any other makes we featured this series, just check out our Fingertips website. The address is on the screen.
But for now, we're going to leave you with some of our favourite bits.
So we'll see you next time for more great things to make and do right at your fingertips. See ya, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. On your marks, get set, go! Olé! I must change up bulb.
Oh, well, what do you think? I've got a little bit of Stephen in me.
And I've got a little bit of fun in me.
Need to dare your friends to put their fingertips in his eye sockets and pull out a nice big handful of lucky treats.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Blossom!
Isn't it wicked? This is the fingertips volcano yucky dip.
We're going to show you how to make a game that you'll be able to use over and over again. Here we go. Stop the clock now!
57 seconds. That was
bad.
very close to me.
Now, messages can be delivered in all sorts of ways. Oh, sorry about the brick.
Oh, wow, that is so cool.
It is so cool. Say hello, Tiny.
Ready?